The jungle doesn't announce its rules. It doesn't give warnings. It doesn't explain why some survive and others disappear. It simply rewards those who move and swallows those who hesitate. This is not a story about animals. This is a story about you. Ayan woke up every morning at 7:30 a.m. Same alarm, same ceiling, same rush. He wasn't lazy. He wasn't stupid. He was comfortable, and comfort is the quietest cage ever built. He told himself, one day, I'll start something of my own. One day became a habit. A habit became a lifetime. Ayan rises, his movements mechanical, each action a repeat of countless mornings. Around him, life was moving fast. Friends were launching startups. Younger people were overtaking him. He lived in a small apartment, close enough to the city to hear ambition, but far enough to never touch it. Ayan's face reflects the dullness of a life lived on repeat. He waited for confidence. He waited for certainty. He waited for the perfect moment. In the jungle, there is no perfect moment. Ayan sits hunched, a sea of paperwork burying him in his office. His loosened tie hints at a long, draining day. A quick glance reveals a younger colleague, overflowing with energy and smiling brightly. His fingers fly across the keyboard, a stark contrast to Ayan's slow, burdened movements. Ayan sighs deeply, turning back to his task, the weight of routine settling heavily on his shoulders. One evening, after work, Ayan met his old friend Zaid. Zaid looked different, not richer, not louder, just sharper. His eyes carried hunger. They sat in a roadside cafe, dust in the air, traffic screaming past. Ayan complained as usual. Life is unfair, he said. Hard work doesn't pay. People with connections win. It's just not fair, Zaid, he exclaims, his voice rising above the traffic's roar. Zaid listened quietly. At the roadside cafe, Zaid's eyes gleam with sharp focus. He leans forward, his gaze intense and unwavering. His words carry a cutting edge. You know why you're tired, Ayan? Because you're prey pretending to be a thinker. Ayan laughed nervously. What does that even mean? In every system, corporate, business, society, there are only two roles, hunters and the hunted. Hunters decide, and the haunted waits. Zaid continued. You follow rules you didn't write. You work for dreams that aren't yours, and you call it stability. You're being hunted, Ayan, he warns, each word a heavy stone. Zaid's final counsel hangs in the balance. Learn to hunt, or stay edible. Ayan lies in darkness, eyes wide. Those words echoed. Hunter, or hunted. The feeling of life slipping away haunts him, each moment an unrecoverable loss. The morning sun streams into the office. Nothing changed, but he felt something different inside. He noticed things he never had before, how his boss spoke to him without respect, how deadlines controlled his life, how fear shaped every decision. He realized something painful. No one was coming to save him, not the government, not luck, not motivation videos. In the jungle, prey waits for rescue. Each desk becomes a fortress of anxiety, a silent testament to unspoken pressures. That night, instead of scrolling, Ayan opened his laptop. Ayan breaks from habit, setting aside his phone and opening his laptop. He didn't know exactly what to do, but he started. He learned skills others avoided. He failed publicly. He embarrassed himself. His fingers dance across the keyboard, a flurry of motion as he immerses himself in researching new skills. People laughed. They always laugh until they can't. Months passed. While others relaxed after work, Ayan sharpened himself. Not motivation, not hype. Discipline. He studied markets. He studied people. He studied how power really works. Seeking guidance, Aeon listens intently to his mentors. He learned one brutal truth: effort is not enough. Direction matters. The world doesn't reward the hardest worker. It rewards the most strategic. Aeon began taking calculated risks. Small at first, then bigger. Some failed, some hurt. But hunters don't quit when they miss. They reload. He invests a small sum, a calculated gamble based on diligent research and strategic foresight. Whether success brings profit or failure results in loss, Aeon remains resolute, learning from each outcome. Then came the day, a corporate restructuring, layoffs. People panicked. Aeon watched colleagues cry, beg, negotiate. The jungle was thinning the herd, but Aeon didn't panic. Why? Because hunters don't depend on one food source. The air hangs heavy with unspoken tension as his boss gestures for him to sit, the moment stretching into an eternity. When his name was called, he stood calmly. No anger, no fear. He nods slowly, acknowledging the news with a composure. He walked out with dignity and options. Years later, in his sleek apartment, Aeon's phone vibrates, each buzz signaling a new client, a fresh opportunity. Aeon stands tall, his eyes gleaming with ambition, ready to seize the moment he has tirelessly prepared for. The city's hum filters through the window, a symphony celebrating Aeon's hard-earned success. Life is not cruel. Life is honest. It doesn't punish weakness. It exposes it. If you don't choose your struggle, the world will choose one for you. If you don't hunt opportunities, you become one. So ask yourself honestly, are you sharpening your skills or sharpening your excuses? Because the jungle is real, and every single day you are either hunting or being hunted.